Greetings to us once more. Today, we're looking at one basic issue, one principal issue, which is national identity. National identity is the responsibility of the teeming population of the youth. Again, like I said, they control more than 70% of the voting population. And the second principal agent in national identity is the government, because laws have to be met, laws have to be obeyed. The issue of rule of law cannot be overemphasized. Without rule of law, impunity is not the solution. It only promotes more crisis and conflicts. So national identity is one principal issue that no country that is talking of advancement, development, sustainable development, and can overlook it. Even in the Committee of Nations, national identity is what drives the vehicle of national development. You see people running to America, to Canada, people running even to Ghana. What is it about? It's national identity. So how can the youth in this country, under the umbrella of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, and all the sections and subgroups under various organizations, come together to say, let's ask our government, let's demand our government to create for us a national identity irrespective of the division. We have said it earlier in our first podcast that what divides us is not our division, because division is natural. If you look at creation, creation is multifaceted and is diversity. And diversity, when celebrated, will fulfill the purpose of God among people. So it's not what divides us, like the Lord said, but it is our failure and our inability as a people to recognize, to accept, and celebrate our division. Unfortunately, it is being used by some people who are benefiting from it to get people divided along these religious, regional, and ethical lines, because that is the license that will keep them in the places where they will be making money at the detriment of people, but they forget judgment. They forget judgment. They forget judgment. So national identity. How can this country have national identity? One, the youth, considering our population. Look at how long the National Youth Council was formed, 61 years ago. The youth can demand the government to say, look, this country must move forward. How? In three principal areas. There has to be merit. Meritocracy against all the other factors of choosing people today. Two, discipline. Discipline. People must be disciplined. Sometimes we had a government in the past that came briefly trying to teach discipline, and those who hate discipline found a way of taking off that government. Coincidentally or unfortunately, they brought back part of the government that had no idea what the other part was trying to do in terms of discipline. And it turned out to be the worst effort. So discipline is important. Discipline at the home, discipline at the street, discipline at the national, discipline in every facet of life. So discipline is important. Third, rule of law. Nobody is above the law of the land, because it is the law that keeps us together. If someone in governance is free to do whatever he wants, people out there on the street are free to do whatever they want. That is why you will find this unruly behavior. By the way, if you look at virtually almost every one of us is indisciplined. We jump queues, we drive one way, we play with tariffs. The amount of indiscipline and lack of obeying the rule has eaten part almost everybody. So I pray that government and the youth should work on building national identity. You can copy the example again and again of Singapore. Singapore is the best we can do. Even if you want to talk about Rwanda, after the genocide, what tribe can do, what division at the tribal level can do, what division at the ethnical level can do. If you look at the example of Rwanda, near us here, you will regret the way Nigeria is trading. So I pray that we will, the earlier the better, it is said. So I pray that the youth particularly should demand our government should build a national identity, because politics is too dangerous and too delicate to be left in the hands of on serious and uncommitted people. So I pray that as we look forward to meeting with you again in the next episode, we will continue this discussion. Thank you, and God bless.